All right. Hello, hello, hello. We are going live, making sure you guys hear me, see me. Right. Give everybody a minute to come on in. There we go. Live on Facebook. Sweet. Let's see, YouTube. Where did I share? Okay. All right. All right. All right. Oh, I don't think I put that in the group. All right. Hello. Hello. People are coming on live. Just getting everything set up here. And YouTube, is YouTube on? Are you anybody from YouTube? If you can say hello. Not seeing the comments roll in yet. All right, let's double check YouTube. Oh, there we go. Nicole, hello. Hi. Okay, so it looks like we're on YouTube. There we are. Yep, I see myself. Oh, there's way more comments on the YouTube channel than I'm seeing there we are. Yep. In there. Oh, there's. Okay. All right. So some of the comments are not coming through for whatever reason. But you guys are here. Yay. And I can watch the comments on my phone. Oh, Noni, I'm the first person here. Oh, from Facebook. Yes. Oh, that's weird. Yay, FB here. That's funny. I wonder if these should just be YouTube comments that I'm looking at. Okay, awesome. All right. So for whatever reason, I'm struggling to see the comments on my stream here, but I can see them down here. I don't know, figure that out. But so I'm obviously here. I'm Melissa, the insurance exam queen. We are here for live tutoring. So you guys can actually come on board and chat with me about your test, whatever it is that you're taking. I'm going to drop a link in the comment section. Yep, it popped up on the YouTube channel. I can see that. Yay. And then if you click that link, you'd be able to join me here. I'll bring you on screen, on camera, on audio, whichever you prefer. It doesn't matter to me. And then I can help address any questions that you guys have for being able to pass the exam. All right, and I'm going to tag everybody in the Facebook group. So if you want to come on and you want to ask me any questions, click that link. Okay, perfect. All right, got that on the YouTube. Okay, all right. As of right now, I don't see anybody come in. When are your live? So now I'm coming live. Oh, we've got somebody coming in. Right now I'm coming live about every single week. What are my next dates? I think I mapped it out for the next few. The February 12th is going to be my next time. And then do I have one on the calendar for the week after that? Let's see, February 12th and then February 17th. And then I'm also going to be teaching classes coming up on February 23rd. So let me get a little, okay. If you have been learning with me about how to pass your insurance exam and you still feel like some of this is just over my head, it's not making sense, I have got something coming for you, and that's going to be the week of February 23rd. Every single day, I'm going to be coming live and teaching inside of the gold package. So you do have to purchase our $99 gold package or any of the gold packages. We also have some other options where you can get some extra stuff. But at a minimum, you need the $99 gold package, and you'll be able to attend these classes with me. And this is going to be, I'm calling it the ABCs, Insurance ABCs. This is like, talk to me like I'm 5 type of classes. And it's just meant to really peel back the layers and go to the very basics. Because if you've not talked about insurance, if it's not something that's normal to you, or just whatever your background or history may be, it may just not be something that you fully know and understand. And so this is going to really peel back the layers, and I'm super stoked. I've been creating an amazing content for that week. And then after that, we'll go into P&C and then life and health. But I'm super excited about the content that we're going to be doing there. So join me for the week of February 23rd, every day at 2 p.m. Central. I'll be teaching live, and you can attend those classes live inside of Gold. Or if you have Gold, you'll also be able to get the recordings too. And then we may be releasing those also publicly, but if you want to be able to attend live, get them first, you got to be in the Gold class series package, $99 on the website. Clip that. Okay. All right. So I have a few people ready to come on. I think, let me bring, I'm going to not say your name right. I'm going to bring you on here. Okay. Hello. Can you hear me? Indika? Did I say that correct? You have to unmute right now. You're muted. Are you there? Can you hear me? Okay. I'm going to, if I see you unmute, I'll bring you on, back on again. But if anybody wants to join me now on camera, come talk about whatever concept it is that they're struggling with, I am here to help you out. Okay. All right. I'll drop the link again in the comments. All right. And then let me look at the YouTube comment. I'm so sad. I can't see the comments for whatever reason in my stream. Okay. Which type of insurance will you be focused on? In this call right now, I will handle anything that you have questions on. So whatever topic you need help with, I'll help you out with that. Can you repeat the live lessons date? The week of February 23rd, every day that week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I will be teaching a live class on the insurance ABCs. So very simple, what the heck is insurance? We're going to start with just general insurance. It's going to work whether you're doing life and health or P&C. Ashley, hello, Melissa, already finished Gold, but when I test, I got a 60. I have tests on Friday. What else can I help? I purchased Gold Plus. So Ashley, what I would do is if you come on, oh, you are here. I think that's you. Let me see if I can bring you on. All right, Ashley, are you there?
Yes.
All right, is that who I'm talking to right now?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. All right. Okay, so Ashley, so you got a 6. Do you have your score sheet?
No, but I like using Gold helped me a lot to like instead of reading the exam facts that was overwhelmed, but with yours I like got the concept. But when I'm there, like I get a 69 and then a 71 the second try, and then I do it again a 53. Like I think I'm overwhelmed. I don't know.
Yes. No, I could totally relate to that. So how many times have you taken the actual test?
This is my first. It's gonna be my first time on Friday.
So when you said I got a 60, what was that?
The 69, like on the pre-test.
Pre-test. Okay.
Yeah.
And these are ExamFX's tests?
Yes, and then some like with the one of just the personal line that you have on the quiz bundle. I got there like a 69, and then I think on the PNC like all together, I got like a 53 because I just felt overwhelmed.
Okay, and you're taking the property and casualty test, or which one?
Yes, the property and casualty test.
Okay, and have you watched all of the Gold videos?
Yes, I finished all of them, and all of them I will get 90s and 80s.
In the
70s.
quizzes underneath each one?
Yes.
Okay, and then were you taking notes throughout the videos, writing everything down?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And then
but I feel like I'm still confused with I confuse the commercial parts. That's where it throws me out. Like the commercial auto policies.
Mm-hmm.
that covers like the non-owners, the higher, like the symbols.
Okay, and what state are you in?
Texas.
Perfect. Okay. In the state of Texas, you do not need to be strong in commercial. You want to know really general insurance. So what does insurance mean? The transfer of risk. What does risk mean? The uncertainty or chance of loss occurring. What are the two types of risk? There's pure risk and then there's speculative risk. What does pure risk mean? Pure risk is loss or nothing, no chance of gain. What does speculative risk mean? Speculative means that you could win or you can lose. Which type of risk is insurable? Only a pure risk is insurable. What is a hazard? Hazards increase the chance of a loss. What are the three types of hazards? Physical, moral, morale. What does a physical hazard mean? It's anything that you can see or touch, material or structural. What does a moral hazard mean? Lying on purpose. What is a morale hazard? A sense of carelessness. Like knowing the definitions for you in Texas is going to serve you far better than the commercial side of things. So to the point with the symbols, when it comes to commercial auto, they do have symbols. So like instead of if I'm a company and I have a bunch of vans that I use for my business, maybe like edible arrangements. They have the little vans where they deliver, all the little fruit things that they create. If they had to update the VIN every time they got a new van, they'd be on the phone forever. So instead of telling the insurance company, hey, we have 10 vans, it's this VIN, I say VIN because vehicle identification number, right? So that every car has its own unique number. They don't update, they don't tell the insurance company the VIN for every vehicle. Instead, they give it a symbol. They say it's this type of car or this type of car or this type of car. On the actual exam, no matter what state you're in, the chances of you being asked about the symbols is very slim. So I don't even know what all the symbols mean. I just know the symbols are used to represent a vehicle on a commercial policy. So it's not incredibly important to know the symbols of what is on the policy. If any of them, I think it's like 7 or 8. One of them is like a specific named auto or something like that.
That's a 7.
There you go. That's all you need to know. You're good for that, for knowing the symbols. And then when it comes, this is a question that has been asked quite a bit. What is the difference between a non-owned auto and a hired auto, right? You specifically
I think the non-owner is a name auto, like a name auto owner.
Yeah. So when it comes to commercial auto, they ask about a non-owned auto and a hired auto. There we go. So if I am a business and I have cars that people use, or I have an employee that I tell them they need to go drive somewhere, I, as a business, need to have insurance for my people. So let's say you work for me, you're a sales rep in the state of Texas. You drive around to insurance companies, letting them know that the insurance exam queen exists, that she's the thing that's going to help you pass your exam, buy her products and services. So I have directed you as my employee to go drive around the state of Texas doing your job. As an employer, I have to make sure that you have insurance while you do that because you're doing an employee activity. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So there's going to be 2 ways that I can cover you. If you are driving your car, so it's your car, Ashley, you own that car, it is registered in your name. As a business owner, as the commercial auto policy owner, your car to me would be non-owned. I don't own it. You do, but I don't.
Okay.
It's my business auto policy. It's my commercial auto policy. And as my employee, I have to provide you protection when you're doing a mandated obligation for your job of driving around. I have to cover your car. And so your car on my policy for me would be non-owned. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, now if I'm like, okay, you live in Texas, but I want you to fly to Colorado and I want you to do the same thing, but you're going to have to rent a car to drive around, right? So you're going to get off the airplane, you're going to go to Enterprise, you're going to rent a car. Again, as the employer, I have to provide you coverage while you're driving that car. When you, as the employee, get into a rental car, on my policy, that is a hired auto. We are hiring the car for service for however long you're in it.
Okay.
So don't think about the perspective of the driver, because that's you, the employee. Think about the perspective of the owner of the car, the owner of the company and the owner of the policy. If as an employer, I dictate to you, my employee, go drive your own car and sell our product. As the employer, commercial auto owner, I am using it's non-owned to me.
Okay.
If I send you out in a rental car, it is a hired auto. Either way, they'll be covered because both of those things are on the policy, but it's just naming it appropriately. So
yeah, and I also confuse also like the personal, like no, the personal auto policy, like the coverage A, coverage B. Like I know that, but when it goes to commercial, it changes because it goes. I think commercial it's A, B, and C, and D.
Yes,
That
but
it's a property
they
damage.
do look different because it's not just part A liability, part B. It's not the same. But I'm telling you, when it comes to the Texas exam, you can be very bad in commercial auto, very bad in commercial policies, and still pass the test. Because if you look at the Texas exam content outline, every chapter has a number of how much that chapter shows up on your test. And so the first two chapters in the state of Texas are insurance terms related concepts, policy provision, and contract law. Those two chapters are definitions. What is insurance? What is risk? What is hazards? And then, what is the declaration page? What is the endorsement page? What is that stuff? Those are just definitions. And that represents almost 40%, almost half of your entire test. Then you make sure you know dwelling and homeowners. That's going to give you half the points you need in the types of property policy chapter. In the types of casualty chapter, you then need to know what is current personal auto policy, umbrella policy. That'll give you enough points there. And then a little bit about state law, which isn't a massive thing you need to know. But in terms of the actual, like we've had people watch only gold and pass Texas. We don't even tell them exact Texas state laws, and they still pass the exam in the state of Texas. So I know you're judging yourself right now based on Exam FX, but Exam FX is way harder than the actual test. So if you focus exclusively on gold, and like you've done, watch the videos, write the notes, don't even worry about taking my quizzes anymore. Like don't try to test yourself. Like just learn the knowledge. Make sure you really watch that navigating difficult test questions that Peter teaches inside of gold. And then go take the test, and it is so possible to pass the actual state exam in Texas, and almost in any state too, with only having watched gold. So you don't even have to prove yourself and pass the practice exam in Exam FX. Their test is harder. And if you've already scored in the 60-ish, you've almost hit 70 a few times. I think you said 71 at one point.
Yeah, I 75, and then let's say like if you give you like a 65, right, or a 60, whatever, and then I do like a focus again, and I get like a 75, and then 71. It gives you like another 40 to 80 questions more.
Yes, yeah, and I would stop testing. It's not even required that you finish your Exam FX course to take the state test. I would just focus really heavily on gold. No general insurance, policy provision, contract law, dwelling, homeowners, auto, umbrella, you'll be good. And we've had people watch only gold and pass the state exam with an 85%. So you don't have to be strong in commercial. As long as you watch like the gold videos and you watch the gold videos, you can pass Texas just doing that, not even doing exam FX, not even trying to read, not passing the practice exam. I've had a guy in Texas watch just my YouTube videos and pass from that. So it's a much easier exam, I would say, than the majority of states.
Okay. And then the only thing also so what video do you say to relook for it, Peter? In what part of
navigating difficult test questions?
That one, I think I skipped that one. I'm not sure.
Yeah, so that one is really powerful because it doesn't go into like teaching content like this is what insurance means or this is what a homeowners means. It's a class on when you get the question, how do you handle that question? Like how do you deal with that question? How do you make sure when you read it and then you read the answer choices, what should you be looking for? What to pay attention to? Like what is, even just the example of if there's a test question with A, B, C, D, and you don't know, choose the longest one. Like just little tricks like that on how to approach the test can be really powerful.
Okay. Thank you so much. I will do it right now as soon as I get off of live.
Okay, perfect. Yes. And the other biggest thing is just trust yourself. Trust yourself that you've got this, that you can do this. That's going to be incredibly powerful for you, is the belief in yourself that you can do this, that you have the ability of making this possible. And so I've got this, I can do this. And I really want you to imagine the test as like something that you beat it, attack it, kill it, whatever that is. Imagine literally what you visualize and what you tell yourself is so incredibly powerful. And we don't give enough weight to that. And I think we really should. I was just watching Tony Robbins is a very incredible author, speaker, motivator, whatever. And he went on and on about the words we tell ourselves impacts our reality. It changes. So he talked about having to go through a divorce and he was telling himself, oh, I don't want to do this because now I have to start over. And it felt heavy. But then his friend reminded him hey, do what you've been teaching me. Don't say now I have to start over. Say I get to start fresh. When you just switch that perspective slightly, it changes how heavy it feels. It changes how big it is. So, instead of saying I have to go pass my exam, say I get to go pass my exam, and then focus on the future of what you get to do when you're passing that exam. I get to have an amazing new career. I get to make a ton of money. I get to help people protect their assets. I get to take care of people. So see yourself attacking and killing the exam. Speak power into what it is that you're saying. Speak positively, and then think about what it is you're going to be doing in the future with that license. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Right. You're so welcome. All the 11 vibes to pass your exam, Ashley. You have a great day.
Thank you.
Yep. Perfect. Okay. I have a few other people here that I will try in Dika again. Can you hear me? Are you there? You just have to unmute so I can hear you. Okay. All right. Let's see. Shania Bates. Are you there? Can you hear me?
I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. What's up?
I can't hear you. I don't know why the sound went out. Hold on.
If you have two devices, maybe check the YouTube.
Hold on, let me back out and come back.
Okay.
Because as soon as she got off, I couldn't hear nothing now. So 1 second.
Okay. So if you want to join me here and have a conversation with me, you just got to click the link. For whatever reason, I'm not seeing the YouTube comments. That's really bothering me. I really enjoyed seeing the YouTube comments the other day. Let me see if I can Cool. Okay. I retest tomorrow for personal lines about the gold. I failed my 10 points. You explained everything so well. I ran out of time during the exam. Oh, you're the one trying to come on right now. Okay. So we can talk about that if you're able to come. Oh, you came on a second time. Let me see if I can get you on. Can you hear me now?
Yep, I can. Can you hear me?
Yay. Okay. So that was you. You said that you missed it by 10 points.
Yes, I missed it by 10 points. It was so crazy because for the personal lines, it's supposed to be like 100 questions. I had like 110, and then I chose not to look at the time. I was really like thinking out all my answers, not answering anything until I actually knew. I went through like all the stuff I absolutely knew first, and then I tried to go back on everything else. And no lie, I had like 25 questions left and 10 more minutes to answer. So I kind of had to like rush through the rest. So I'm like in my head, like I would have passed it if it wasn't for that because like I'm a visual learner. So I purchased your gold package and like your notes that are like super colorful. Like it's connecting, like all the dots are connecting with me, but it's like and then I got the printout sheet. Like I got 65 in Michigan. I have to have a 75. I think that's what's bothering me because I'm like, everywhere else is like 70%. So I gotta have that extra like 5%. So my question is like, what do you think? I know I wasn't that strong in homeowners. I think I had to have like a 20% and I think I had 11. So I did your printouts for that. I went over that whole homeowners and dwelling video last night. I did the whole 3 hours just straight through and I wrote it down. So what do you think as far as like the because I noticed that my state laws, that's like probably like, I think are 10 or 15%. But I noticed that like the homeowners and dwelling and all that, like a lot of the a lot of the state laws is in those chapters too. So what do you recommend for that?
So what I want to focus in on is how you took the test first. So let me
Okay.
clarify what you said.
Okay.
So you were taking the test, and if there was a question that you knew, you would answer it. And
Mm-hmm.
if there was a question you didn't know, you would mark it and then
Yeah. Yep.
skip
I
it.
I bookmarked them and like, okay, I need to go back on those questions because I need a little more time to think. So I kind of like answered everything I knew first and then went back. Do you think that's not a good idea?
I don't.
Okay.
I understand the logic, and if you had unlimited time or more time, maybe that could work. But
Okay.
my worry for that is it's time for you to read it, decide that you don't know it, mark it, go on to another question. Then you have to come back to it at some point, read it again, and
Yeah.
then start thinking about it. So I think that's just is taking up too much of your time.
Okay.
So what I would recommend is I like get the question, read the question, decide on an answer, and then just go on to the next one. And like
Okay.
even if you don't feel entirely confident, you tell yourself, I guessed correctly, because
Okay.
words are powerful. What you
Yes.
say to yourself, your body believes. And so if you believe, I guessed correctly, it's actually going to put you in a better state of mind to remember what it is you learned. You're
Yes.
learning the material. You just said, I sat there for 3 hours. I took all the notes. I'm
Oh
watching the
yeah, it's
video.
it's clicking because I have like AD Banker, right? And literally, no lie, like going through that, I'm like, this is not sticking. What's
No.
sticking is just like when I was at the exam place or whatnot. I have everything in my head. Like I'm like such a visual. If I see something, it clicks right away. Like you can sit here and ask me questions all day. What is this? What is that? But as soon as I see it, like the questions, it just snaps to me. So like even like with state laws, appointed 15 days, change your address 30 days, like all that type of stuff like clicks and connects with me. But it's just like I'm just a little nervous for this 75%. But I really think I got it because like I said, your stuff is so good and like I'm so confident with your stuff alone and like with just printing out all those colors and I'm like that's so funny that she have it like that because I'm such a colorful. I need to see colors. Colors like
Mhm.
really help me to learn stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah. So do you think like just with your gold alone, just don't touch the 80 banker no more? Because that's what I was just doing. Don't touch the 80 banker no more.
No, you got your certificate obviously already because you could test. So
Yes.
I would just forget 80 banker.
Okay.
Focus on the videos. When are you testing again?
Tomorrow at 3:15.
Okay, so I would even just mostly relax. Like I wouldn't even
Just
try
relax.
to
Okay.
cram or crush. The main thing that you would want to focus on is believing and trusting the answer that you choose, even if you don't feel entirely confident.
Okay.
So instead of taking the time to read the question, decide you don't know it, and then skip it and then have to come back and read it again, it's just taking
Yeah.
time. And I feel
Yes.
like if you just addressed each question you have and answer it then and move on, you will be able to secure the 75 points that you need to be able to pass the exam. Because you don't
Okay.
need 100%. You need, this a little bit more in Michigan, right? The 75%
Yeah.
or whatever. But I believe that you can get there. And so this is where like even the mindset videos are incredibly powerful. We have a YouTube channel or a YouTube playlist just about your mindset, believing and trusting in yourself, doing
Yes.
the visualization of attacking the test and beating it, like imagine your whatever it is for you. If you want to be a dragon, you want to be a boxer, it's whatever, and then
Yeah.
just beat the test and it's dying and it's dead and you win. Like that
Yes.
is actually really powerful. It seems silly, but it's extremely powerful.
It is
So
powerful. And I'm like, I keep telling myself too, like if I made it through life and health together, because that test was very hard. If I made it through that, I can do this. And this is just personal lines. It's easier than the property and casualty.
it
So I'm
is.
like, I can do it. I'm just telling myself, like, everything just seems so like even like with the AD banker, I heard you tell the other girl, like when you're doing the course, those questions are harder than the actual test
It is.
because they'll come out with like a whole paragraph and all these big scenarios, and the exam is not even like that at all.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You've taken it. Like there's a testament right there. It's not even that hard.
It's not like that. That exam like literally would trick you out of just. I I feel like everybody should purchase your stuff because so many people I'm pretty sure are like struggling just by just through the course, all that information and all those practice tests and all that. It just kind of like drive you crazy.
Yeah, it is a lot. And yeah, I mean, gold is just a teacher standing in front of you, drawing on a whiteboard, explaining in a way that makes sense. Like that's what it's about. And again, you said you're a visual learner. I'm a visual teacher. I teach
Yes.
using visuals because
Yes.
that matters. And I say weird things and I say it silly so that it
Yeah.
sticks to your head. Yeah.
Yeah. It was funny because one of my questions, I can't remember what the question was, but all I heard you saying in my head was agreement is offered and acceptance. Agreement is offered and acceptance. I said it's offered and acceptance. And the answer was right there, but I just heard you in my head,
Yeah.
like from just going over because I done went over these videos so many times, and then like the more I go over them, I know you like said don't overstudy, but more I go over them, the more confident I get, and it just sticks. Like
There's
just looking at the videos and stuff.
Yeah, and when I say overstudy, I mostly am referring to the reading. But
Yeah,
I
okay.
believe people should eat, sleep, drink my videos. Like
Yes, your
for
videos are
sure.
powerful. I'll be tomorrow I'll be leaving because this is my second attempt. I secured a job with Allstate for personal lines for selling. And so I have to pass, but I keep telling myself I'm gonna pass. Like I have no other choice but to pass, and I have to believe that I'll pass so I can pass.
Yeah, and instead of saying I'm gonna pass, say I passed. Like
Yes.
throw the celebration party in your head.
Yes.
I got this job at Allstate. See yourself in a blue little, polo, whatever it. I worked at
Yes.
Allstate one time. So just see yourself already having done it. Tell yourself you've already done it. And then when you
Yes.
go do it, you have no choice but to do it and to
Exactly.
pass. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even try to cram necessarily from tonight to tomorrow. It's more right for now, your belief, and then the way in which you're taking the exam. Of everything you told me, that was the problem. Is
Yeah.
the slowing down? It slowed you down. That's what
It
ate up
slowed
your
me
time.
down. Yeah,
Yeah.
it ate it up. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much. And
You're welcome. I'm going to send you all the loves, all the vibes to pass the exam. You have an amazing day.
yes, thank you. Oh, one more question though.
Yeah.
So with the adjuster, I do see that you have like that on there too with the adjuster course. My husband is thinking about going for like adjuster. Like with that, do you just need is it just like the same thing with personal lines, or do you need a degree with that?
The adjusters is very similar. You have to take and pass the test.
Okay.
So depending on the state that you're in, they may require that you take a course like 80 Banker, but I think Adjuster Pro would probably be the better one.
Okay.
So it depends on, you may have to take a course. You're going to need to take one anyway to learn the stuff.
Yeah.
So adjusting is property and casualty plus adjusting. So we offer the gold PC plus adjusting for our adjusters.
Okay, got it. All right. Thank you so much.
Yep, you're welcome. All the loves,
right.
all the vibes, pass the exam. Have an amazing day.
Thank you. You too.
Okay, perfect. So I finally started seeing comments. Yay, I'm excited. I did see a question though that I wanted to bring on. Here we go. How do I buy the gold package? So literally I've got a bar scrolling across the bottom of the screen, insuranceexamqueen.com. So if you go to insuranceexamqueen.com and then on the website, I think, is there a way for me to share? I wonder if there's a way for me to share my screen. Share screen. Okay. Let's see how this works. Entire screen. Here we go. Boom. Okay. Oh, I got to bring it to the stage. Add to stage. Okay, here we go. This is how you buy gold. So I'm at insuranceexamqueen.com. You can just go straight to courses, and you can do, if you're doing property and casualty, life and health, or adjusters. We do have some other options, like Gold Classic is the $99 course. That's what I recommend everybody just get Gold Classic at a minimum, but you can get Gold plus your state law if you want. You can get Gold Plus, which comes with the quiz and exam bundle, including state law, or you can get Platinum, where you can talk to a teacher or a tutor while you're studying. And then if you can't afford the 99 Gold, we have Silver or Bronze, or just the quiz and exam bundle. You can also check my state. You could see what's important for my state. So like if you, you have a state, Arizona, you want to read what's important for Arizona, we have a document that you can download that'll tell you what's important for your state. But Gold works in every single state. So whether you're in Pennsylvania, Arizona, Colorado, Tennessee, whatever, Gold is going to teach you the most common, most tested materials in a way that is easy to understand, using visuals, using charts, using graphs, using fun colors, and all of those things just help to stick the information into your mind, okay? All right, cool. Let me take that comment down. All right, I've got a few other people in here. Let's see, I'm gonna try, I see a comment from you. I think I'm gonna try one more time. Are you there? Can you unmute? Are you there? Hello, hello? Okay. Oh,
hey,
hello?
you can hear me?
We made it. All right, what's up?
How are you? This is me, Indica. You had called my name before you did say it good.
Indica.
But
Okay,
I'm
I
so
like that.
excited. I'm so excited. So I take the test Friday for PNC, and I just bought your package. So I failed 2 times with a 40, and the third time I failed with a 50 some.
Okay.
So I'm excited, and I'm in Georgia. So I finally first got to get on your live. Nice to meet you, Melissa.
Yes, thank you. Okay.
You're so inspiring.
Oh, well, thank you. So you've failed 3 times, and
Yes,
then
ma'am.
you got gold, right?
Yes.
Okay. And have you finished it?
Well, I'm like 10% off. I'm soon about to finish.
Okay,
I'm
so
not
you're
finished.
about to finish gold. Okay.
Yes, I'm
And
about to finish, but I think I only needed a little bit because since I, had a 40 or 50, last time was a 54.
And how are you feeling now that you've watched? So you failed 3 times, you got gold, you've been watching gold. How are you feeling now about the information?
Well, now I feel better because my problem was with math. I'm never good at math. So when I did your classes, which is coinsurance and prorated and stuff like that, that's actually mostly math. I think I'm ready. I really think I'm ready because the math part about it, I think I got it in my head.
Okay. And
which
then
was the regulation.
But even like watching the videos as you went through them, did you have a lot of like, oh, moments? Or like moments
After watching the videos?
Yes.
Well, after watching the videos, I have moments like, yes, I got it. I got it.
Good.
I'm ready to take the test tomorrow.
Yes, good. Yeah. Okay, yes. Yeah, going from reading whatever course you had, what were you using before?
I was just using your YouTube
You didn't do
because
like Excel or 80 Bank or anything?
no, I didn't do none of that. Because my first two times I failed the test, I was like, I need some more. You
Okay,
know,
wait,
I might need
wait a
to.
minute. Wait, let me just clarify. You did not use anything but my YouTube to study.
Yes.
And you got, what was your highest score?
My last highest score was a 54, and the last two, because I did three, the last two was 43.
Okay, so you got 50 some percent just from the YouTube video. Like, do you realize like how powerful that
Yes,
is?
yes,
Like
ma'am. That's
that's
why I'm like,
actually
yes, I got
really,
it.
I know it's not a passing score, but to know
Right.
nothing and then only watch my YouTube videos and get a 50 something, like that's actually really amazing.
Thank you. I never actually realized it. I was just like, I said, I need some more. And then when I watched you one day, you was like, oh, well, if you have a 40 or 50, you only need like 20% more. You
Yeah.
know, I got the confident then because I'm like, oh, why am I going for 50-50? I only need 70.
Yes, like that is amazing. And that's like some people, I want you to like Diane just shared, I only use your gold and I pass on the first try.
You
No
right there. Yep.
Excel, no Kaplan,
hmm
no 80 banker. There are some
hmm
states that require that you use it, yes.
hmm
But you don't, if in a state where you're not required to use it, you could pass the exam with just that is crazy. That is like, and that is amazing that you got that score with only having watched YouTube. That's
Yes.
incredible.
So that's the confidence I got. And I know Friday when I go there, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna pass it. Because like I
Yes.
said, it was only the calculating and the math part about it what I really had. That co-insurance did
Yeah.
carry, should carry, times the loss. I mean, I could sing it. I could go in this place and start singing it, and I know I got it. And I couldn't wait to meet you. Nice to meet you. I'm so excited.
Yeah. Well, that's amazing. Well, now even just getting live with me, it gets you a good vibe when you go to take the test. So that's
Yes,
awesome.
yes,
Did you
yes.
have any specific questions about any of the content or anything?
Well, not really. Not really. I'm still trying to get the auto insurance, the liability, the coverage A, coverage B, and everything in my head. And I think that's it. After I get the auto insurance in my head, I think I'm really, really ready.
Good, good. And I
But
love the way you're
the
taking
most parts and the most parts about my test, they give you the graph. The last two bottom lines, I had nothing. And the last two bottom lines was state
state law.
laws, regulation. Yes,
So
yes.
did you run out of time when you took the test?
No,
So you still had time left?
yes.
Okay, because one of the things that can happen is your state law is like part 2 of the exam. So
Mhm.
sometimes when you hit, like, did you have any time left, or did you go right up to the time?
I think I had time left and I still pressed done.
Okay, do you remember going through 2 sections? Do you remember any state law questions?
No.
Okay, because what happens sometimes is you don't realize there's 2 parts, and your timer is for all of it. So if you get to the end of like the general questions, like homeowners, dwelling, stuff like that, auto, all of that,
Mhm,
you
mhm.
technically say, okay, now you're moving to part 2, which is just state law, and you can't go back to part 1. So sometimes when people have no points in the state law, it could be because you didn't even click into it. So make sure that you have like at least 20 some minutes left, and then
Okay.
finish and then get into the state law section.
Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me that because I might didn't because I'm like, why I ain't get nothing right?
Yeah, it's probably because you didn't do state law at all. So
Wow.
if you get right up to the time, it's like it like you don't have any time to do part 2, so it doesn't even show you part 2. So that,
Right. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. So make sure you
I'll keep
hit
that in
both
mind.
parts.
I definitely keep that in mind.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, well, you are speaking powerfully to yourself. You are in a really great position. If you got a 50 some only watching YouTube and now you've watched gold, that's going to give you the rest of the 20% you need to pull off a pass. So I am sending you all the loves, all the vibes past the exam. You have an amazing day.
Thank you. You too.
Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm so glad I can see the comments now. To McCann BW, can you tell me what state you're clicking on? We did recently change to a PDF that gives you all the states. So there might be an issue there, but if you can let me know which one, I can have the website people take a look at that. ND, North Dakota. Click to download North Dakota, North Dakota, North Dakota. Click here for North Dakota. I'm getting North Dakota. I got North Dakota the whole time. I think you may have clicked NM, but I just went through North Dakota and I got North Dakota. So double, like here I can, let me see if I share again. So on my website, I clicked on ND, North Dakota. I clicked here. It brought me a PDF. It's North Dakota. Here's the link for the state outline. I clicked that and it brought me to the North Dakota. Perfect. Okay. So you might have clicked on the wrong one from the beginning. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, I went to share my screen and it didn't even share screen. Damn it. Whatever. Okay. Awesome. All right. I've got Nick. I'm going to bring Nick to the stage. Are you there, Nick?
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Yes. What's up?
Hey, how's it going? Sorry, I guess I don't exactly have I don't know how to ask my question really. I passed life insurance the first time and I watched all of your YouTube videos. I just didn't know that I needed health insurance to write long-term care. I guess it was dumb on my part, but so I'm studying for health right now and I feel like it's way harder than life is. I mean, is that normal? Or, I mean, I'm like not understanding like anything a lot. And I just wanted to know like how deep in the rabbit hole do you go into like health insurance? Because it seems like it's so much information. Like I write these note cards and my note cards are filled to the brim of information. And I don't even know like if I even need to know all that information.
Yes.
You
And
know?
I'm going to take just a moment here to address everybody else to highlight what your problem is, because this is what I keep telling people. Just take the life and health. Don't do life only. Don't do health only.
Oh yeah.
Take life and health. Because a lot of the times they'll like your employer, whoever you're working with, they're like, just do life only. And then
Right.
when you're done, you passed it. They're like, well, now you need to do health. Well, why didn't you tell me that? We didn't want to overpressure you. Well,
Yeah.
now I have to take a harder test. Like, what?
Yeah.
So, and this is why I sell gold, life, and health as both. Like, I don't
Right.
sell them separately because I actually want to encourage people to take both. So that is my reasoning for it. Your problem right there addresses this issue that I try to help people avoid problems.
Yeah.
And taking life separately and health separately is a problem because now you have to know more about life and more about health. So clip that, by the way, AI system. So there is a lot. First, let's address that there's a lot of life that is a part of health.
Uh-huh.
So like, what state are you in?
Michigan.
Okay, so you had to take a chapter general insurance. That's going to be the same.
Yeah.
Life basics, very similar to health basics, about like completing the application, sitting down as the agent, asking them questions, filling out the application, very same stuff. So a lot of what you already learned for life is going to apply to health. Even a lot of the life provisions. So like grace period, free look period, stuff like that. It's going to apply to the health side as well. State law will be very similar. There's a whole section that's just general laws for insurance in Michigan that everyone needs to know, no matter what test. Same exact laws will be on the health test. So that there will be some extra laws specific to health only, but like you've already got a good chunk of it down. Have you tested yet for health, or you have not yet tested?
I have not, because I'm a bit overwhelmed. Like, it's like, I feel like there's so many different concepts for just one term in health. And so it gets really, you can go down like a deep rabbit hole, I feel like, when you start looking into information. And I mean, I just didn't know if like I needed to know like the basics of HMO, or is it going to be, I think there was 2 ladies before here that said, like the actual test is way easier than what and I found that out with life too. I mean, I felt like that test was kind of easy, and I'm not a good test taker, but I just didn't know how deep like into HMOs and like in Michigan, we have a big, I think it's like 10 questions of like Medicare and senior, health and all that stuff like that, and disability and stuff. So I just didn't know how deep it goes.
Have you finished your pre-licensing for health?
I have, yeah.
Okay. Do you have gold?
No, not yet. That's probably my next step, because I didn't need it for health. So like now I'm probably gonna go buy that. So
yes. So it is definitely going to be the best videos, obviously, to help you pass the exam.
Yeah.
When it comes to like HMO and PPO, I mean, we have the best videos for that inside of gold.
Mhm.
But like with HMO, they love to know like preventative. That's one of the major words you're going to see related to HMO.
Right.
HMO is all about preventative care. It's all about saving money, reducing the cost. You have to have a gatekeeper. You have to get referrals to go see a specialist. HMOs are capitated, where they charge you per person, a capitated basis, per person basis. And the test really focuses in on the difference between HMO versus PPO, really focused on the HMO. But the gold videos very specifically outline exactly what you want to know for the HMOs and the PPOs, and not get too caught up in the weeds about it.
Yeah.
And then you also want to be pretty strong in like disability,
Mhm.
because that will show up kind of in 2 different chapters.
Yes,
There'll be
it does.
the disability chapter, but then also there's another chapter like called like other coverages and options or something like that. That has a lot of disability component in it. And then when it comes to Medicare, you want to know like what is Part A, Part B, Part C, Part? I'm getting auto mixed up, but what is Part A? What is Part B? What is Part C? What is Part D? Knowing the names of them.
Yeah.
Part B or Part A hospital, Part B medical, Part C. What the heck is it? I got auto in my head right now.
Medicare Advantage.
Medicare Advantage.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Part D drugs, right? Drugs.
Yeah.
D for donuts. Like there's this whole thing about a donut hole and the price of drugs. And if you just remember drugs and donuts, if you get a question about they talk about something, a big old math problem, to choose the answer that has the word donut hole in it.
Mhm.
Like, but we cover all of that. Gold is definitely going to be your ticket. If you feel like you're struggling this badly, gold is definitely going to be the answer for you. And you can do silver or bronze, 29, 59, whatever, but gold is definitely the best route to go. And it'll teach you just exactly what you need to know to get the pass. You don't need to know it all. You don't need to be an expert. You just need to get the pass.
Yeah, exactly. Like Medigap, like Medicare supplement has like A through K or something, but then there's like 5 of them that they don't even offer that unless you were eligible before 2003, and it's just like you can get really, like you said, in the weeds.
Don't you know all that?
Yeah.
You want to know that there's Plan A, and that Plan A is in every plan.
Yes, right.
Plan A is the core meat, and then every plan has to have Plan A inside of it.
Yep.
But they don't even ask you about the other plans.
Okay. Yeah. See that.
Not even something that comes up. And then with so you have Part A and then Plan A. There's a few different differences. Like Part A will not cover the first 3 pints of blood.
Right.
But Plan A does cover the first 3 pints of blood. And we have a whole video on that in gold where I draw out a big blood drop, so like those are if you feel like you're lost in the weeds and you have no idea what to focus on, gold goes, this is exactly what you do. Here's a way to memorize it. Boom. And so I have no doubt that if you can watch Gold, you can pull off that pass.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other questions you got?
No, I guess that's it. It was just mainly like how deep does it go? I mean, I watch your videos like every night, and even just your YouTube videos are majorly helpful. So, I mean, I pretty much have everything understand from what you teach in YouTube. So I just didn't know how deep it went, like the
Yeah.
information. So,
It's not that deep. I mean, you might
yeah.
even be in a place where you can just pass the exam right now if you're not overthinking what
Right.
it is you need to know.
Right.
And then I probably don't have as much health on YouTube maybe as I do the other concepts, because it's not, I mean, a lot of people take that test, but I'd say property and casualty is a lot harder. So
Yeah.
I have a lot more stuff like on that. But Gold definitely has a ton of the health videos that you would want. You can also click on the live tab on YouTube. And Peter used to teach life and health live on the YouTube channel.
Okay.
So you can look at those.
Yeah, I have some of his videos saved too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, cool.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
awesome.
all the loves, all the vibes to pass the exam. You have an amazing
Yep.
day.
Thank you. You too.
Okay. Third and main bags, donut hole is Medigap. No, I mean, Medigap is Medicare supplement. They may have changed the donut hole word, but that doesn't necessarily mean they've changed the test. But Medigap is MedSup. It's the plans instead of the parts. Okay. All right. We're coming up at the 3 o'clock time. Let me scroll through the comments to see if there's anything else. Let's see. I purchased Excel. I've been doing your study course. Do I lose access to your stuff in 30 days? Right now, our plans are 100 days. That could change. We have a new fancy system. It costs a good amount of money to have you guys in there for 100 days. So we may need to adjust that to 30. But as of now, if you've bought Gold, you have 100 days currently. And again, that could change. Okay. All right. Perfect. All right. I don't see anybody else who could come in. Yami is in here, but you never added your mic, so I wouldn't be able to hear you. Okay, yeah, I was wrong. The donut hole is referring to meds. Yes, exactly. The donut, there's some sort of weird thing in Medicare where it's like, we will cover the drugs from this amount to this amount, but as soon as your drugs start costing this, we're not going to pay until it reaches this amount. And so that weird zone where they don't pay is called the donut hole. And there's math and there's numbers, but when it shows up on the exam, when they say Part D, big old wordy question, you're literally just going to choose the answer that says donut hole. And you don't need to know or understand anything else. And so that's like the type of stuff that I teach you in Gold is like, you don't have to be an expert. You don't have to understand everything. But if you know what answers to look for based on what they're asking in the question, and you can boom, choose it and move on, you're way closer to being able to pass the exam than trying to actually understand all that stuff and filling your brain with stuff that's unnecessary for you to know just to pass the test. So clip that, AI. Okay, can Gold help me for auto adjusters? Yes, get Gold plus adjusting. So we have an adjusters package that goes into the adjusting videos. Okay, perfect. All right. I love you all so much. I'm sending you guys all the loves, all the vibes to pass your exam. I'll be back on next week. What did we say? On the 12th? And then the next time on the 17th. And then the week of the 23rd, I'm going to be teaching live every single day at 2 p.m. Central in Gold. So in order to attend those classes live, you need to be in Gold, Gold plus State, or Gold plus or Platinum. And you can attend those live. Yes, I can do your homework for you and go to insuranceexamqueen.com and find the link for Gold adjusting, and I will drop it in the comment section. Okay. All right. Yes. So the live classes that I'm going to be teaching on the 23rd, the week of the 23rd, are going to be at 2 p.m. Central every day live. And you have to be in Gold or Gold State, Gold plus Platinum to be able to attend live. Okay. And that's included in the $99 purchase of Gold. So if you already have gold for $99 and you have your 100 days access through February, you'll be able to attend. If you get gold today, you'll be able to attend. If you get gold on the 23rd, you'll be able to attend. Anybody who has gold will be able to attend those live classes. And it's like, this is like, talk to me like I'm 5. Explain this to me like I know nothing about insurance. And those are the type of classes that it's going to be. So it's going to be a very foundational class where if you feel like gold is over your head or you're struggling, even with the videos that I teach, it's like, I get it kind of, but I just need a little more help. That's what those videos are going to do for you. Okay. I love you all so much. All the loves, all the vibes, pass the exam. You have an amazing day. Bye.